If you work with lists in Excel, it's important to understand how to filter. A list in Excel means that we basically have each column with a column heading. So in this particular list, which is in the sheet sorting a list and in the file Excel 1, I have the column headings name, title, title of courtesy, birth date, address, city, country, and home phone. So each column has a column heading. Each row is considered a record. So Brad Pitt's one record and John Olumu's another record. You can have a blank cell because maybe we don't have a birth date for a particular person, but you cannot have a blank row. If I have a blank row, it believes what's under that blank row is another list, a second list, and this first row here are the column headings for that second list. So you can have a blank cell, but you can't have a blank row. So I'm just going to delete this row. With this particular list in front of me, I can turn on what they call the auto filter. Now again, there's a variety of ways that you can turn on auto filter. There is a shortcut key combination. It's Control-Shift-L, and the L stands for list. When I press Control-Shift-L, you can see that each of the column headings has acquired a down triangle. This means that the filter is currently turned on. If I press Control-Shift-L again, the filter is then turned off. So that key combination turns the filter on and the filter off. Alternatively, if you're not looking for a shortcut key, you can on the Home tab to the far right go to the Sort and Filter button. And there you'll find Filter. If I click the Filter button, and notice there it mentions Control-Shift-L, if I click the Filter button, the filter's on, and you can see the down triangles are telling you that. And if I go back to that button and click Filter again, the filter's now off. And another way you can turn the filter on and off is to go to the Data tab in the ribbon. In the Data tab and in the Sort and Filter group, you'll see you have a Filter button. This also will turn on the filter and turn off the filter. I'm actually going to recommend that you add this filter button to your Quick Access toolbar. So I'm going to right click this button and add it to the Quick Access toolbar. I could also, if I decided to, remove this button from the Quick Access toolbar simply by right clicking it and choosing Remove from the Quick Access toolbar. But let me ask you to add it to the Quick Access toolbar and also add the Clear button. I know the Clear button is dim because there's nothing to clear at this point in time, but we can still add the button to our Quick Access toolbar. So right click the Clear button and left click Add to the Quick Access toolbar, and we've added those two buttons. Now I can click on the Home tab knowing I've got a quick access to filter on my Quick Access toolbar. So let's turn on the filter, so I click this button, and then if I want to do a filter, it's a matter of simply going to the triangle. If I want to filter out certain country records, I'll hit the drop down on country, and here's a list of the options in this column. I'll take off Select All, and I'll say I just want the USA, and I'll go OK. Immediately the row numbering goes blue. This is Excel's way of telling you there's a filter applied. Also the down triangle now has a little funnel which tells me the filter is coming from here, and when I rest on it, it says the filter is that the country equals USA. And also if I look down here in my lower left of my status bar, it tells me there's a filter applied and 5 out of 9 records were from the USA. The Clear button also, which was dim earlier, is now lit up because there is something to clear. There's a filter to clear. So if I click the Clear button, it simply clears the filter and gives me all the records back. So the Filter button is when you want to see only certain records, so you want to filter those records out. If I wanted all of those records from the city London, I would hit the drop down on City. I would unselect all. I might actually ask for London and Seattle, so I can tick more than one option, and I'll click OK. And now I'm seeing 6 out of 9 records were found. If I then clear the filter, I'm back to my 9 records. If I want to see people with a certain job title, I'll hit the drop down on Title, unselect all, and I'll ask for Sales Manager, and I'll click OK. And so there's only one Sales Manager, and I'll clear the filter. If I hit the drop down on Title yet again, unselect all and ask for Sales Representative, and OK, there are 6 sales representatives. Then I might be only interested in those from the UK, so I'll filter further. I'll go to Country, unselect all and choose UK, and OK. And so I've filtered not only the title, but also the country. And so I'm left with 3 records out of 9, are sales representatives from the UK, and I can clear the filter. Let's go to the product sheet at the bottom of your screen. Let's turn the filter on, so I'll click the filter button. I then want to filter out a certain supplier or two. So I'll hit the drop down on supplier and I'll choose not all of them. Actually, let me just make a little bit of adjustment here so you can clearly see. I'll hit the drop down on supplier, I'll untick select all, and I'm after Galloping Gourmet and Gourmet Distributors. So I'm after these two suppliers, and when I click OK, the bottom of my screen says 20 out of 77 records were found. Not only am I after those two suppliers, but I'm only after the products that they provide in the category Gourmet. So I'll hit the category drop down, unselect all, and choose Gourmet and OK. So now I've narrowed it down from 20 to 7. And so these are the 7 gourmet products that these two suppliers provide. And I'd like to sort by supplier, and then by category, and then by product. So I'll go into my sort button, which we used in an earlier video, and I'll say sort by supplier, add level, then by, well, I don't really need to sort by category because there's only one category, so I'll go straight to product name and OK. And so here is a list of the Galloping gourmet products sorted by the names. Here's a list of the Gourmet Distributors gourmet products sorted by product name. And I can then clear the filter when I want to return to all 77 records. If I wish to resort this list by product ID, I'll sit on a product ID and I'll go A to Z. Let's have another look at another filter. Let's say that I want to filter all of those products that are not discontinued. So I'll hit the drop down on discontinued, I'll unselect all, and I'll choose the ones that say no. So 69 out of 77 products are still available. Then I want to filter by certain categories. So I'm only after the categories Chinese and spicy, and OK. So there are 36 Chinese or spicy products that are currently still available. And if I wish to sort by price, I'll click on a price and click A to Z on my quick access toolbar. If that's the list I'm after, I'd simply click the print button and I would quickly print that particular list, do a quick print, and then I would clear the filter, turn off the filter, and sort them again by product ID. So if you work with large lists in Excel, it's really quite handy to know how to sort lists and to filter lists, and adding these particular buttons, sort and filter and clear, are very useful to your quick access toolbar.